What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at something that I've been so excited for, because as of the current recording of this video, I've got this figure early, but you guys are watching it almost a month down the road. So, anyways, this is the Transformers figure review for the Studio Series Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. Now, this Optimus Prime is the Optimus Prime that we wanted from the beginning. Okay? Like, this figure is one that I wanted since they told me Studio Series was going to be a thing. And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like, they're going to go and they're going to revamp all of the figures, and they're going to make sure that everything is perfectly done. They're going to make them screen accurate, whole deal. I honestly wanted this guy. I wanted Q. I wanted Dino. I wanted who else was it there that I wanted also in there? There were a bunch of Chromia as well, or not Chromia, Elita 1, excuse me. Like, I wanted those characters to be the very first wave because it would be a very strong introduction into Studio Series. I'm very grateful for the introduction that we got. The very first, like, Age of Extinction character and leader class we got was Grimlock. So yeah, I can't complain. Anyways, y'all know the rules. We don't take a look at the figure first. We take a look at the packaging, and the packaging itself is quite nice. You have nice prime image here, and you got him. Oh, this is just wonderfully done. Anyways, you got a nice Autobot logo, Transformers right on the front here, 44 steps. Nice image of Prime there. And on the back here, you've got this, and it recreates that nice image there of Optimus Prime getting ready to just go smite Lockdown. Actually, no, not Lock. No, it is Lockdown. Getting ready to go smite him. So, yeah, I can definitely say that's a wonderful, wonderful image right there. So, anyways, let's remove the packaging here. And we shall now take a quick look at the figure. And the figure at hand is quite gorgeous, I must say. There are so many things about this figure that I love, and only two things about it that I absolutely hate. The first thing that I gotta say, like, the first thing that I hate about this figure is there's going to be some parts where there's a lot of paint missing, and that's stock standard. And then there's going to be a part where the transformation is going to look like pure hell, and the backpack is going to look crappy. But bear with me, there are remedies and solutions for that. So, anyways, let's take a quick look at the accessories, because as we have noticed with several other reviewers, there are some. So the first thing you get right out of the packaging is you get this little adapter piece right here. And this little adapter piece here is just meant to be plugged right onto the trailer hitch like so. Because you also, not only do you get this, you also get the sword. You get the Sword of Judgment here. So yeah, you get that. And it just fits nicely right on into this slot right there. And then you also get his Vector Shield as well, which is quite nice. And this thing does a couple things that it did in the movie, which I don't like this gimmick because of the fact that you have to literally detach it in order to put it back together. But I do like the fact that they did bother to even do it. So he does come with his shield blaster, which is only a tradition that came through with Dark of the Moon with Sentinel Prime. So gotta throw that evil name under the bus there. But you can totally mess with this, and you can totally have it in the gun blaster or the shield blasting mode, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. So you can also take this, and you can place it right on the back here. There's just a nice little port for the shield to go right there, and make sure that all of that can stay put. And then you get one final accessory, and that is this little knife, which honestly, I don't know why you would bother needing this, because the Studio Series 34 knives are so much better than this one. But in order to store this, you can store it. There is a little tab spot right here, and there is a little bit of a port right there, and you're just going to shove it right on top of that. And there you have all of the weapon storage for this Prime. So, yeah, it's nice. It's a very, very, very nice weapon storage, I guess you could say. So, anyways, there is one thing that this adapter allows you to do though that that some adapters don't, and that allows you. This one allows you to put or okay, maybe not allows you to, but you can put the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime trailer on this hitch, to which, by the way, be very careful because mine's already starting to show stress marks. So we're going to remove the weapons and everything off to the side here, and then we are going to get into scale comparisons because y'all know we love them scale comparisons. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. It's the favorite time of the day. It's time for scale comparisons. So, anyways. Here he is next to the Age of Extinction Ratchet, the old Age of Extinction Ratchet, which is just, you know, the '07 Ratchet mold with massive issues. Here he is next to Age of Extinction Galvatron, which is actually quite nice to see these two side by side together now, finally. Here he is next to Rise of the Beasts, Voyager Prime. Here he is next to, finally, the big chungus of a bot he is. Here he is next to Age of Extinction Grimlock. Studio Series Age of Extinction Grimlock. So, I think it's a little unfair that they call this a leader class when this is leader class size and this is Voyager class size. So now, am I going to hate on owning the Last Night Voyager class Optimus Prime as somebody who reviewed it not once, not twice, but 3 times? No, I'm not going to hate on that one because it's actually a good figure, and this one is just going to be my new replacement for it. So, anyways, getting into transformation, this is going to be pure hell, so buckle up, people. First thing you're going to do is you're going to come to this bottom section, and you're just going to kind of undo this, and you're going to come to this wheel section here, and you're going to split this just enough to get the trailer hitch to fold all the way around, and then you're going to take this, you're going to fold this all the way into that, and then you're going to have this close all the way around it, like so. And then you're going to come to the top of the truck, going to split all this. I don't like that. I really don't. Then you're going to come to this little section here. You're going to open it, and then you're going to bring all of this back, and then kind of just collapse this all in on itself. Just like so. Just kind of collapse all of that in until you hear it click, and then make sure this whole thing collapses together like so, and then you're going to do this like that as I totally screw this whole thing up. You want to rotate the foot. I apologize. First, you're going to rotate the foot first. That locks this joint kind of sometimes. So then you're going to do that. And then you're going to make sure all of this collapses in on itself. My apologies, folks. My apologies. So there you go. And then rotate the leg to this degree right here. Now, do the same thing on the other side. Pop this up, undo this, bring this around, fold this down, bring this all the way around like so. Fold this down, bring down the trailer hitch, bring this piece all the way down like so. Click it into place like that. Rotate this, fold this back, fold this forward like that, and then you're going to take this and just clip this inward. There we go. Clip this in like that. Collapse the roof, collapse this down, make sure this tabs in. Actually, and then bring this out, bring that into the side. As I whack my camera tripod, we don't want to do that. And then rotate the leg, and then you have the other leg all done. Now here comes the fun part. Take this and just kind of just undo it from these doors here. Just kind of undo it from the back there. And then you're going to bring this all the way out like so. Is your brain broken yet? Still no? Okay. Y'all are okay still? Y'all are following me here? All right, fantastic. So I'm going to undo these as well because we're going to get this whole thing started. I'm going to bring this whole assembly up like so. Fold this down. Let's rotate this waist and crotch section so that way we have all of this done here. Take these wheel sections, I'm going to bring them all the way down and tab them into these sections here. There's little spots. They're going to just tab right on in. Bring those in. Fold this side skirts all the way down. And we're coming to it. We're coming to it. To which, by the way, we will talk about some other extra bits here as well. Take this chest piece, take it, fold it down like so. Not all the way, but just kind of lightly leave it there. And then I'm going to bring this all the way around. Straighten out the shoulders. Get all of this done like so. Rotate it all the way around. Flip this around. Bring it up. Take this panel here. Bring it all the way in. Angle it. And then close it up like that. And then this piece is just going to rest all on in the center here. Then bring the arm down. Rotate it the mushroom peg at the shoulder. Rotate this. Shift it up like so. And then do the same thing on the other side. Bring this in, untab this from the inside of this panel here, bring this around, rotate it, straighten it out, straighten arms out, rotate it mushroom peg, straighten out the shoulder pads, angle this in, fold this all inward like so, and then as it sits up on its post like so, you're going to take the chest, bring it down, and it's going to tab into these sections of that were right here that we brought down. So there we go. There we have all of that. And take note, now we're on the home stretch. So we're going to take this, we're going to rotate it all the way around. It's on a nice little mushroom peg here that we don't have to deal with too much. And we're going to take these, we're going to bring these all the way out like so. And we're going to take this, fold it in, bring this, collapse it all the way down. Take this roof section, fold it all the way up. And then we can take these window sections and fold them in. And they just kind of lock into place in the backpack. Right in here. So right there. So do that one more time. On the other side, we're going to lock this into place. Just make sure it stays locked in. Sometimes this piece does not want to stay locked in. But there are multiple locking points for it right here on these sides of the backpack. So now that we've done that, we can straighten it all out. We're on the home stretch once more. And then we can take this, bring this up, and we can give him a shield. And then we can, his hands do open up, so we can give him his sword of judgment. Just pop it right on in. And we also can give him this, which I like to give him on this hand here. So we pop that out. And there we have Age of Extinction Prime in his robot mode. And oh my word, I'm so stoked about this. The one thing, though, that I will say about this figure that I'm actually very stoked about also with is the fact that this backpack is removable. So to undo this, just unlock those mechanisms from these doors here as well. And then you're going to take it and, like I said, on a mushroom peg. And it's a mushroom peg. It's a soft mushroom peg, so you're able to do this. Just pop it down like that. And then you can just do this. So there you go. Now you don't have to worry about that. And also, I would like to point out, this backpack is a massive, massive, massive deep cut roast to video game fans because this is an accurate backpack to the concept art and the accurate art for the video game for Rise of the Dark Spark. This made me laugh when I saw them do that. I was like, there's no way they're actually going to rip on themselves and make the backpack so perfect to the concept art. This is literally almost dead on to the concept art. So, but because I am personally a bit of a completionist and I like to keep all of my figures the same, like from day one, I am going to keep that exactly the same as as it is when I end this video. So, if you'll give me just a brief moment while we put the backpack back on and lock it back into place like we had previously and prior. So, just give me a moment. There we go. Come on. Come on. You're supposed to, there we go. That one locked into place, but this one does not want to seem to lock into place. I don't know why. So let's see if we can't entice it to go back into its locking mechanism here. There we go. That one's in. And now this one's in. There we go. Make sure all this stays lined up. And there we go. So, alrighty. Now let's get into scale comparisons. We shall get into final thoughts, and then we shall rank the figure and end the video. So there we go. Let's just see if we can get the shoulder pad to stay where it's supposed to be. So, yay, here we go. Anyways, here he is next to Studio Series Age of Extinction Ratchet. Kind of sad what happens and why things happen with him. Here he is next to Age of Extinction Galvatron, which I'm very pleased that we finally have a prime to go with this Galvatron with an accurate chest. Here he is next to another prime. My apologies, folks. Figures are falling off of the shelf. And finally, here he is with Age of Extinction Grimlock. And like I said, true leader class, not real leader class. True leader class, not real leader class. So, anyways. Alright, so how do I rank this figure? Well, I like this figure in the sense that they did think of everything for it except for one aspect. And that is that they just did not give us enough paint. I will say this, though. They did give us a swivel joint, so we now have Optimus Prime that can do this, you know. He now can charge, he now can, you know, hold his sword properly the way we all wanted him to. So I can appreciate that. So that I do appreciate I do appreciate the fact they gave us an accurate sword this time. Every sword that every Age of Extinction and or Last Night Optimus Prime has had up to this point has not been very good. It's been actually pretty garbage. So coming back to that little adapter here, you might have noticed this little port here that was hidden by the roof of the cab of the truck. Well, that's because this is meant to sit here for the shield and for the sword. So we're going to put the sword, I'm going to open it up, and the sword goes right on in there. So there we have that. As if the backpack couldn't get any bigger. But it honestly, though, in my opinion, it does look pretty darn good. It's not the worst thing, it's just not the greatest. So I also think did I screw up the shoulders? I might have screwed up the shoulders. No, I didn't screw up the shoulders. Those are transformed properly. So, anyways, I am going to rank this figure now, and we are going to end the video. So, ranking this figure, it's a little difficult to rank it because I know they're going to come out with another one next year, which is supposed to be this exact same mold, but I know they're going to remold the arms to look like he did in the Last Night, and I know that this is going to be a slightly darker shade of blue, and I know it's going to be a slightly more vibrant shade of dark, like a more darker shade of gray plastic, and I know that things are going to be slightly different with the figure. So I know that the one that comes next year is not going to be this exact thing, but it's going to be fairly close to it. So I'm probably not going to pick it up in that sense. But I do like this figure. So I am going to rank this figure not extremely highly, but I'm going to rank it fairly good. I think this thing deserves a 8.2 out of 10. An 8.2 out of 10, honestly, is not the worst thing that it could receive. Specifically, the reason I'm giving it an 8.2 is because that transformation was pure hell. Those legs scare me. These legs here scare me. That transformation from the legs into the cab of the truck and from the back of the truck, and then, oh, it's just not good. So, not real too thrilled about that. But anyways, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, this is my review for the Transformers Studio Series, Age of Extinction Leader Class Optimus Prime. And this is Thomas Fan 1 saying once more, do not forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified of every new Transformer review I do. And when we do the live streams, to which if you do comment in said live streams, you do get shouted out at the end of said live streams. And you might be able to earn yourself a permanent spot on the channel as a permanent shout out. So, anyways, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Bravely GG, Jordy's Rail not Jordy's Rail videos again. Well, we can do him again, but Riveted Rail Fan, Riveted Reviews, Alexander Rothschild, New York Toy Hunter, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and Kitten Cat 999, Lemon Lime Studios, Skibbity Jacket, Marvelous Ball, Corey Tucker, and Zaga the Animator, as they've all been some fans of the show, have helped me out in the past, and have also been on part of the live streams. So, anyways, do not forget to check them out. And this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.